For us, we want to develop good human beings. We want them to not necessarily leave Amarillo in the fashion of, good hockey players, but we want them to be better people.
That value in giving back is what made Michael Hill excited to lead the Amarillo Wranglers this upcoming season in his first year as a head coach in the North American Hockey League. In this episode of NA Michael dove into detail on what is ahead for the Wranglers this upcoming year and tells us what it means to get this opportunity.
It's amazing. I've been in this league coaching for close to 10 years. And, I've had a lot of different roles, from a strength coach, assistant coach, associate coach. And, it means a lot coming and, just all the work that I put in. I'm really blessed to have my wife that's been with me the whole time and moving to, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota, Louisiana, now back to Texas. And, she's even more so excited than I am, but it's great working with Austin Sutter and Harry Mahood there. I've known Hoodie for longer than I've known my wife, and we've been married for 14 years, and I've known Sutter for about 5 years now, and they're just absolutely awesome people to be working with, and really excited to be there in Amarillo. We're currently in the moving process, but should be there by the end of this week.
That's awesome to hear. For yourself, you are from the Lone Star State. What does it mean to be back in Texas?
It's pretty awesome. I got family there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Also, my mom lives in Phoenix, so we're getting a little closer to her. She gets to see the grandkids a little bit more often. But yeah, I love the state of Texas. I'm happy that I find myself back coaching in the state, and it's really exciting. I love the South Division, and all the teams that are accumulated in Texas, and then we got New Mexico and Louisiana in the mix, and Oklahoma is not going to be too far off from Amarillo. But it's really exciting times for my family and I, and everything that we're going into there in Amarillo.
Absolutely. And for yourself, you have experience coaching in the South Division with the Shreveport Mudbugs. What from that experience are you going to take with Shreveport and learning under Jason Campbell to this experience in Amarillo?
Soupy put a lot on my plate, and he put a lot of trust in me. So going into the new role, I'm going to try to do the same with the coaches that are going to be working with me and under me, to really help them learn as a coach. And Soupy was such a helpful part of me getting to this point. Also in up north, when I was in Aberdeen, Scott Langanger was a huge part of who I am today, and as I am as a human being and coach. And so it's awesome, me having this opportunity in my family to be in Amarillo and work with everyone there, and try to put my little spin on it that may help the organization, whether it be just better alignment or player development side.
So something special about you, I'm so happy you brought up Scott Langanger. You actually played in the North American Hockey League, playing a total of 3 seasons, 2 of them with Scott Langanger. How does it feel to be back here in the organization? You've still been in the organization, but now as a head coach versus player.
It's pretty awesome. Just kind of coming full circle, because the regular organization was the Topeka, and the Lamar Hunt ended up having it, and then Sutter found the opportunity to buy the franchise, and now it's come full circle where I'm now coaching the franchise, different team but same franchise loop that I played for a couple seasons. And it was great playing for Langer, and even better coaching with him. I learned a lot from him and moving forward in my life, and it's just been an incredible journey that we've been on the last 6-7 years in this league.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you also got the experience and a taste of what winning a Robertson Cup feels like in 2019 with the Aberdeen Wings. From that experience, what did you learn about what it takes for a winning squad to be able to take the trophy home?
I think it was just for us as coaching staffs, like we found a way to um, just kind of put a little bit more on each other in the accountability standpoint, and it kind of just all blended together because getting to that point is it's hard, and then you got to do the one-on-one game to try to take it all. And we were very fortunate to come out with that one when Fairbanks that year was a really tough team, and I think they may have even outshot us in that in that final game. And our goaltender Matt Vernon just did an incredible job of standing on his head, and we had a lot of buy-in from guys doing things that they weren't used to doing. And it really helped us propel through that victory that day.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of reflecting on your experience from being a player to being an assistant coach to now being a head coach, how have you seen the league grow during that time frame?
Oh man, I mean it's incredible seeing just the growth, not only with how many teams are in it, but like the game itself. You could tell that it's growing because you have the caliber of players is still high and up there, and there's just that many more players that are able to play in this league. Just seeing the way that when the league in general, just its resources, its partnerships, it's been incredible seeing the people that have come through in the NA office, and what Frankenfeld's done with new partnerships and growing the league in like a financial ways, I think been awesome because you see from partnerships going from Sherwood to Bauer, and just like really good high end equipment that we're able to get and stuff like that for the players. So definitely different sticks than when I was used to playing. So it's kind of it's better for the players too to have the access to get the top quality and the best equipment. But from the growth of the league is just been tremendous, from the owners to the players, and just the size of it, I think has been trending in the right way.
Yeah, well, talking about the players, the Amarillo Wranglers recently wrapped up main camp. What has impressed you the most about the athletes so far?
Man, I'm just so excited for the group of guys that we come in for our training camp here as they report to Amarillo. I think we're going to have a really good squad. Some of the returning guys really have some good confidence and swagger, and the way that they carry themselves. I without really saying anything, our players really came in and set the example just around camp, wearing slacks and polo shirts every single day, and just holding themselves to a higher standard. And it was great seeing our guys just kind of do that from the get-go. So I'm really excited for the group of guys, the returners and the newcomers that we have coming in, because just all seem like good hockey players that have a good ceiling, but more importantly, they look like, and what I've got to experience, they're really good human beings too, which I love that.
Yeah, that's really fun and awesome to hear about that. Heading into this season, what are the goals for the Wranglers?
That's always a conversation that goes between staffs, like wins and losses and everything like that. But most importantly, I think for us, we want to develop good human beings. We want them to not necessarily leave Amarillo in the fashion of good hockey players, but we want them to be better people. So like, community is huge for what we do in Amarillo, and I've been part of some really good organizations in this league that do some really big community give backs, and that's number one for the Sutter family and what they like to do. And that was one of the things I said, I this is one thing that means a lot to me, is getting out to the community. It helps mold the hearts of these young guys. And so like that for me, I think is a big thing as they leave Amarillo, that they're developed as, better human beings as they go on.
What does it mean to get this opportunity to be the head coach of the Wranglers?
Oh man, I'm almost at a loss for words, just having this opportunity to be here and coach with the staff that I have access to, with Harry Mahood and Austin Sutter. Like, I'm always at a loss for words. I can't even believe it sometimes. My wife's the one that's always hyping me up on it. But I mean, I'm really down to earth on the players level. I'm a players coach. I'll be joking around with them, but as they get to know me, they'll know when the serious side needs to happen and everything like that. But for this opportunity, it's almost unexplainable, because ever since college, I knew I wanted to get into coaching. And, I was in the NA3 for 2 seasons with the Brahmas. And then at that same time, I was also the strength and conditioning coach for Lone Star in the NA. And so I got to really start to give back a little bit. And that's what I've always tried to do as in my life, is like, I want to coach. I want to be around the guys. I want to, continue to help the younger generation. And like, along the way, you just, it's so rewarding for you and your heart for it, just seeing guys move on the right way, not just in hockey, but in their life decisions too. Like, we had a player in Shreveport that ended up getting right into gas and oil, like right from playing. And he's like, I'm going to be working for a landman. This is what I want to do. And so, like, it's kind of cool seeing, hockey isn't the end route for some of these guys. They find relationships and people along the way as they're playing these games and in this season, like, that will propel them for life.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about taking the next step, you understand what the league promotes with securing NCAA commitments. What have you seen during your time that the league does well to help these players be able to secure NCAA commitments and ultimately their path for their future?
I think with all the showcases that we have up in Blaine, and then the top prospects is really great what the league does there. And then just the overall promotion that the league, and the excitement that the league posts out there on social media and their website, that alone is just, it's great seeing, the league is as excited as the player is when this happens. And it should be that way. Like, this is, it's big time news, and it's the player's future, because one day that player is also going to give back to this game or to this league in more ways than you know. So it's, I think, what the league does, and just all of its showcases and inviting all the colleges and making sure that the league's voice is heard is really awesome, and seeing the way that it all works out.
Yeah, absolutely. And while talking about the showcase, the greatest show on ice is quickly approaching as you all head to Blaine in a couple of weeks. What are you looking forward to with the Amarillo Wranglers when you are in Blaine?
I'm going to be excited to play teams that are not in our division. I mean, just going there and bumping shoulders with all the other coaches, both in our league and colleges. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for the opportunity that it gives our players to play in front of those colleges and pro teams that show up and everything like that. And just the awkward travel getting to Minnesota is always it's always fun to experience that, whether you go bus or plane. But yeah, it's I would say that's some of the things I'm looking forward to getting into the showcase.
Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today, Michael. We wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you in a few weeks at the showcase.
Alrighty, thank you. Appreciate you.